Welcome back to Rush the Field. Today, we're analyzing Penn State taking on Notre Dame for a shot in the national championship. Let's talk about it. So just understanding the matchup of these two teams, I think both these two teams have been teams that have been on the outside looking in for a very long time among the 4-team playoff system. Coming into this, looking at the matchups that they've already faced, Penn State has definitely had a much easier route than Notre Dame, playing SMU, stomping SMU, candidly, and playing Boise State. Notre Dame had to face a top 10 Indiana and a Georgia team. Definitely not an easy task, but nonetheless, both of those two teams have had a relatively easier path than Ohio State. I think this game is going to come down to how it's coached. And for me, watching Marcus Freeman and his coaching abilities, I really think Notre Dame has the edge in this. The play calling that he used against Georgia was very risky, but as you can see, it paid off with high dividends. Penn State, I always felt, was on the more conservative side of coaching, and they haven't really been in a situation in this playoff where they've really needed to think outside the box in terms of coaching. So for me, Notre Dame really does have the edge there. I really think that Notre Dame just has this origin story building up for the Northern Illinois loss to now, that they just have this pent-up anger in a box and they're ready to unleash. Penn State definitely has some respectable losses to Oregon and Ohio State, but I don't really think that they have the same chip on their shoulder coming into the playoffs as Notre Dame did, especially with all the flack about not being in a conference. I mean, it's just everything's going up against you, so what do you have to lose? And not to mention that Manti Te'o speech that he gave not too long ago in their locker room. That was pretty cool. When I think of this game, I think, how can Drew Aller scramble outside the box and make some moves against his Notre Dame defense? That defense is pretty stacked. Not to discredit Penn State and their defense, I just feel like Notre Dame has the upper hand, and that's going to come down to a lot of the coaching as well. In short, I do think Penn State's year to make the national championship is coming. It's just not going to be this year. My money is on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Final score, it's going to be really close, 24-21. And yeah, that's it.